Hey everyone, my name's Erik Thor and I'm here today to talk to you about introverted intuition and the sleeper state. And what is the sleeper state? Well, the sleeper state is actually kind of a practice of nothingness, a practice of emptying yourself, freeing yourself from material desires, freeing yourself from the current moment, freeing yourself from your body's influence on you, and just zoning out. Introverted intuition is a very sleepy function overall. It works the best when you are tired. It works the best when you aren't active or doing anything consciously. And because of this, it is often a very counterintuitive or I guess counter-sensing function. Because a lot of people out there practice that if you want something, you should work hard, you should focus, you should be on your guard, you should be ready, you should be there, you should be in the moment, you should be producing. But introverted intuition, it produces the most when you do the least. It thinks the most when you are thinking the least. It acts the most when you are acting the least. So it's a very contradicting function in the stereotypical way of how we produce and how we create ideas and theories and insight. I would say with introverted intuition, there is often a stereotype that introverted intuition is a premonition or an insight that comes out of nowhere. This is far from the case. Introverted intuition is a very elaborate process. Yes, the experience of thinking for an introverted intuition is often darkness. You look like you're thinking about something, but you feel completely empty, and yes, you know that you are thinking about something. You know that you are in an active state of processing. You know you're thinking about something, but you don't know or you don't want to tell people what it is because you're not done yet. You haven't finished this thought yet. You are in the process of reframing your experiences, reframing your insight, and making sure that it becomes pure and true. With this function, I noticed that a lot of people, I guess also especially extrovert intuitives, tend to want to rush this process. In a state of worry, it's easy for extrovert intuitives to come to you and hurry up the process. They will act like they know what you're gonna say. They will pretend, or they will have a hunch or a big general idea of what it is you are going to say or what it is you are thinking about. And often this is a negative thing. Often they fear the worst. But what I've come to learn about introverted intuition is this is not a function that should be hurried, because if it is, what you're gonna arrive at, the conclusion you are mulling over, will not be correct. Yes, this process often makes a 180 between when it's half done and when it's done. And there is nothing worse than acting and expressing impure knowledge and impure wisdom. So what can you do in these cases? Because this can put stress on your friends and your relationships. I think you can reassure them and you can tell them, yes, I need time to think about this, but I'm not thinking about doing this or this. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I just want to reframe and process my current experiences. Basically try to ensure that you aren't gonna do anything crazy. Because the true people who tend to have the most premonitions and hunches and worries, they tend to be the introverted sensors. They are the ones that are concerned. They are the ones that get fears, that take them over and that possess them. Introverted sensing gives you these kinds of inner worries that, oh my god, something terrible is going to happen. So I think in that sense, introverted intuition is a lot more peaceful and tranquil. Introverted intuition doesn't really fear for the worst. Introverted intuition isn't scared in that sense. Introverted intuition is just peaceful, easeful, relaxed, tranquil, serene. Introverted intuition is a sleeping function. It's a sleeping state, an almost vegetative state, but it's still a state of high and intense and deep processing. It is like carrying around a big space and needing a dark room to think. But this is only to make sure that you are pure, because if you are putting too much light into this room, if you are trying too hard to focus on and paint this room consciously and to follow your own processing as it happens, then you are gonna intervene in it, you're gonna distort it, you're gonna make it shallow and vain and too much biased by whatever it is you're feeling in the moment. Wisdom, of course, is something free from time and space and from your own body and your own current instincts. Finding insight for an INFJ or an INTJ requires the utmost of respect for this process and a desire to wait and see and trust and know and understand that this is a process that is always intent on seeking wisdom and higher insight. And there is only positive things to be gained from letting this process run its course. Thank you all for watching.